3, 4.
Hey fam, so I'm sitting in front of the therapist office. So this is the pre-appointment feelings, thoughts, etc. I'm definitely ready to get some things off my chest. I definitely need a lot of clarity on things. I'm a person of, like, for some reason, relationships or like knowing where I stand with people is a weird concept, or like I need to know where I stand with people. Not often, but I don't know. Like, when relationships start to change, it's like, okay, well, it's like, where are we now? Like, what? Not necessarily like I need a title or anything like that. It's not even about romantic relationships, but just relationships, period. It's like, okay, let's say me and whoever had a tiff, and it's not like this little tiff is like, oh no, we're not friends anymore. Like, it's not that deep, but it's just like, well, shoot, like, what do I do afterwards? Like, I don't know. Like, do I talk to you? Do I need, like, do I let you cool down? Do you still want me to read? Like, I just don't know, like, where I stand with someone after something happens. And it's not necessarily negative, but it could be positive as well. But so that's kind of where I'm at right now, is just knowing, like, where do I stand with people? And this is the question I'm gonna ask her to at least give me tips on, because I know she can't just give me a straight answer. But so I'm interested to know, like, because relationships have always been a weird thing for me. Like, I can do most of the other stuff, like, cool, like, I'm self-aware, cool. I can do, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll sit there and I can journal about my feelings, and I can tell you exactly what I'm feeling and why I feel this, and A, B, C, D, all the way through Z. But when it comes to another person, it's like, okay, well, this is how I feel. Tell me how you feel. And it's like, well, where do we go from here? And it might just be as simple as just asking that person, well, where do we go from here? It probably really is just that simple, but it's just, I don't know. And relationships aren't inherently hard. I'm a person, I believe that if you just tell someone how you're feeling, like, it is what it is. Whatever they do with that information afterwards is up to them, and it's now no longer on you or on your heart. But it's like, well, shoot, where do we stand with each other now? Because, like, I know how I feel about you, and how do you feel about me, and where do you want to go from here? Or, like, like, what's the next step? So I don't know. I'm that kind of that person. So I'm really interested to see what advice she gives me on navigating relationships, because I didn't have the best relationships in my life so far. But I know that's getting ready to change. But I do want tips and things of that nature beforehand, because, yeah. So, like, I'm thinking a step ahead. Like, okay, when I get these close friendships, intimate relationships, platonic and romantic, what do I do? Like, what do I do from here? Like, what do I do from here? Like, I know you have to water relationships just as much as you, like, water your plants, and how you water yourself and things of that nature. But it's like, it's easy to do a lot of things on your own, but when things involve another person, it's more complex. Not complicated, it's more complex. And it has nothing to do with taking this other person's feelings into consideration. I can do that. That's not the issue. But it's just because people can choose to be different at any point in the day or any point in time, is that they can absolutely choose, like, you know what, like, I don't want to fuck with her no more, and then just leave it at that. Or, like, you know what, I'm gonna just stop talking. Like, people can absolutely choose to do that, So it's like, and I guess that's my trauma response of, well, I need to know, like, how do you feel about me? What are we doing? Where are we going? Like, what is the point of this? What's the next step? Like, are we still friends? Are we not friends? You know, like, I'm that person. Like, I'm the person that needs the clarity and the reassurance on, like, what is the point of our relationship? What is this, not, I guess, the status of our relationship? Like, are we cool right now? Are we low-key kind of into it, but, like, you just need, like, 5 minutes and you can get over it? Or, you know, like, what is the nature of the relationship? Or I guess it's more so on me, too, though. Because it's more, what do I need from this relationship? Or, like, because relationships in general are give and take. So what am I getting from this relationship? Like, what need is this relationship fulfilling for me? But also, what need am I fulfilling for them? And is it, I guess, rooted in growth and love and positivity and things of that nature? So I guess I kind of answered my own question. But I'm still see what she says, guys. And then it was something else that I wanted to get off my chest. Well, that was mainly really what it was, my main questions. But yeah, so pre-therapy thoughts. I have like 10 minutes until my appointment, so I'm gonna go ahead and check in, get situated, grab me a peppermint, because they have peppermints and water and, you know, whatever. So I'm gonna grab me a peppermint and I'm gonna chill, drink my lemon water, and I'm gonna keep it pushing. And I'll talk to y'all when I get out of therapy, because y'all already know I gotta update y'all on how therapy is going. So I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye, fam. Okay, hey y'all. So it's directly after therapy. Like, I just got in my car. My session ended 3 minutes ago, and I'm feeling a lot better. I'm not going to lie. She definitely gave me a lot of clarity, which hence the point of therapy is clarity and guidance. But also, she gave me a lot of things to think about. Like, I definitely have homework going home, and it's not all like sit down and journal. It's one of them is actually a creative project, which I'm very interested to see how that turns out. Okay, sis, because you bagging a little too close to my car, but I know you got it. Okay, good. But one of them is actually a creative project, which I'm really interested to see how that turns out. And then one was about a career, which is cool. But 2 of them are about relationships and how I view relationships and what kind of person do I want to be in healthy relationships. Because I know the kind of person that I don't want to be when it comes to unhealthy relationships, and I know the kind of people that I don't want to be around or near or have unhealthy relationships with. But it's like, how does Ayana show up in healthy relationships? And I'm like, wow, I haven't thought about that before. So I'm like, now I get to reestablish a new me. I get to redefine, what does healthy Ayana look like? What does she feel like? How does she talk? How does she walk? How does she interact with people? How does she interact with the community? Like, what is her job? You know, like, I just get to redefine who I am. You know, I get to start a new life, be a completely new person, because I'm no longer that same Ayana who is settling for unhealthy relationships, and the Ayana who's overgiving and overdoing, and the Ayana that's not pouring from an overflowing cup. You know, I'm not that same person anymore. And truthfully, I haven't been that person for a while. I have not been that person for a while, but I just never redefined this new era of my life and my new identity. So honestly, I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to redefine my identity, what that looks like for me. How does that feel? More importantly, like, how does it truly feel for me? And how does it affect my relationships going forward? So, therapy, success. And I found out how many sessions I have left for the year. I have 20 something odd, sessions for the year. So that means I essentially get to go 3 times a month for the rest of the year. And I already have done 6 sessions. So maybe I have 20. Maybe I have like 26 to 29 sessions, something like that. That is wonderful. And I started in March. Did I start in March? I started mid-March. And I've had 6 sessions. Yeah, I've had 6 sessions. Maybe I started early March. I think I started early March because it was like a 2-week period where I didn't go. But so I started early March. I've had 6 sessions. I have 20 something odd left, so that's about 3 for the rest of the year. 3 a month for the rest of the year. And honestly, guys, that is truly amazing. If you think about it, like 3 weeks a month. Well, 3 weeks a month. Yeah, 3 weeks a month for 7 months of guidance and enlightenment and transformation and healing and growth for yourself. Like, and it's not about anybody else. It's purely for your own benefit and for your own health and your wealth and your joy and your life and just who you are as a person. Please take advantage of that. If you're the spiritual person, you know, and you do like identity shifts and reality shifting and things like that, I think therapy is an amazing tool for that, because you quite literally get to redefine who you are, how you go about relationships, what you learn. Like, you really get to just redefine your entire being by healing. And it's like, yes, you can heal on your own, but it's a hell of a lot easier to heal when you have the guidance of someone to tell you, or not even necessarily to tell you what to do, but to guide you on the healthiest path for yourself, the path that has the most clarity. Because one thing I've realized in this last week is that when you have clarity, it's easy to have a definite purpose and it's easy to move forward in your life. So any cause of stagnancy that you have in your life, it's more than likely due to a lack of clarity. Literally, that's it. Like, clarity will quite literally save you so much time. So just sit with yourself, ask yourself, what do you really want? Like, what do you really want in life, in love, in money, in career, in family, in community? What do you really want? And how does that look? How does that show up for you? And more importantly, are you reflecting those things that you desire on the inside? Like, if you're a person like myself, like I'm a person, I know I desire and am worthy of genuine, unconditional love. But am I being genuine and loving myself unconditionally? Things like that. Which I do. I love every part about myself. Even the parts that I'm like, oh, that was not maybe the best. But I stood up for myself regardless, and I knew what I deserved, and I didn't settle for less. You know? So I'm very proud about that. Very proud. But things like that. Like, if you desire a community to be loving and fulfilling and energizing and healthy, does your immediate community reflect those things for you? Do you have that inside of yourself? Like, do you show those characteristics to the world? Because the world will give you what you give it. That is the most important thing. If you give it optimism, it's going to give you optimism. If you give it love, you're going to get back love. So if you give it everything you desire, it will absolutely 100% return everything you desire, and then some, and 10-fold, 100-fold, a millionfold, all of it. Like, it will quite literally reciprocate what you're asking. Like, if you desire, let's say you desire an Audi Q8 2025 and it's $95,000. And it's not about the car itself, it's about the luxury of it, the how you feel in the car. Like, you feel safe, you know, you feel like calm and collected and stable, but confident and classy and eloquent, you know, like the feelings of it all. Like, how does that car feel for you? You have to reflect those same characteristics inside. So if you want a Honda and you just need it because you want a car, you need a car, or it's because it just makes things easy and, you know, whatever, like, what does that Honda feel like for you? Is it a necessity? Is it, you know, like, what feelings are you getting from this car, or from whatever you're desiring? The car is just an example. And more importantly, are you reflecting those, or how are you treating yourself so that you can embody these energies? And once you do that, the world will 100% send it your way. It's truly, honestly, it's really that simple. It's not hard at all. It's truly that simple. Like, I think the Audi is an easier example because a Honda is kind of, I don't know, not regular, but I guess it's like a regular car for out of the cars. But like an Audis they're luxury. You know, they're supposed to be more luxurious. And the people who drive them are stable people. And when I say stable, I mean like emotionally, specifically financially, you know, things of said nature. They speak a certain way, or they dress not a certain way, but when you think, like, whenever I think of an Audi, I think of classy, luxury. Or even when I think of myself in an Audi, I think of, yeah, I'm that girl. Like, real, for lack of a better person. Well, not even lack of a better person, because she is that person. Let me clarify that. Let me get that straight real quick. Because she is that person. Real cash doll energy, like, family first. I'm not putting up with no BS. Like, my boundaries are where they are, and I'm not settling on anything. Like, I'm going to have my own, take care of myself, love myself. I'm going to pour into myself 125,000% before I pour into any other person, especially if it's not from the overflow of my own cups. Like, that energy, just embody it. You know, like, if you gotta create yourself an alter ego, create yourself an alter ego. And just be like, yeah, like, my name is Ayana. My alter ego name could be Yana. It could be Aurora. Like, it doesn't really matter. It could be whatever. But as long as it's something or an identity that you can step into easily, and it will accomplish the things that you needed to accomplish, and it will attract the things in your life that you desire, go for it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with having an alter ego. Especially if you're a person who, well, you see it primarily in people who lack confidence or like self-esteem, you know, things of that nature, and you're put in a position to where you need to be very confident. Like, if you're a model, but you're generally like an introverted kind of person, you would tag in your alter ego because she's the baddest bee alive, and she's going to eat down every picture. She's going to step on next whenever she pop outside. You know, hair done, nails done, eyebrows done, yada, yada, you know, everything. Like, she's well taken care of. She's well nourished spiritually, physically, emotionally. Like, she's just well fed. Her garden is well watered. Be that person. Like, write down the characteristics of your alter ego and just do it. Like, one thing when Nike say just do it, they quite literally mean just do it. Like, there's absolutely nothing holding you back except for yourself. Literally. Like, any situation that you run into, I'm gonna give it 95% of the time. Anything that you run into, well, it depends. It depends on perspective too. Actually, I don't know. Can this be 100? I'm gonna give it 99.9 because just for slight leeway, for reasons I can't say 100%. You are the answer to your own problems. Literally. If you desire a more luxurious life, find ways to make your current life more luxurious. If you desire a more luxurious life, find ways to make your current life more luxurious, your current situation more luxurious. Whether that is having a slow morning. Just have a slow morning. It can be taking a walk. Like, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant where you have to spend a lot of money or use a lot of resources, anything like that. It could quite literally just be coloring. If that's a luxury to you, to have the time to sit down and color, do it. Like, because I color. Okay, I color. Like, You're the answer to your own problem. Any problem or perceived problem is, perceived being the key word. Any perceived problem or perceived boundary, you are quite literally the answer to said perceived boundary and or problem. If you want to win the lottery, think about you winning the lottery. Put yourself in their shoes, how much you want to win, whatever. Write down what you would do with the money. Like, if you won $1 million right now, like after taxes and all of that, what would you do with the money? Period. And then just leave it at that. If you win $15 million after taxes, you have to think about, are you going to take the lump sum or are you going to take your monthly payments? You could do your research on it, or you could just make a decision. It doesn't really matter. But then what are you going to do with the money once you get it? If you take the payments, and let's say you're getting $100,000 every single month, what are you going to do every single month with that $100,000 that you won from the lottery? And how are you going to use it to give yourself the life that you truly deserve and desire? Deserve and desire are the two D's, okay? I'm going to put them back to back. DD. Deserve and desire, okay? How are you going to use that to give yourself the life that you deserve and that you desire? And this goes for everything. It's not just about money. It comes with love too. Like, when you meet a person who's healthy and you have that inner knowing of like, this person is so good for you, like this might be your person. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like a platonic soulmate, it could be like your friend and y'all are soulmates, because duh. But it could be a family member. It doesn't really matter. It's just relationships. This person is good for you. This relationship is healthy for you. This relationship is fulfilling, not only for you but for the both of you. Like, it's equal give and take, and it's energizing, and it's not draining, and it's fulfilling, and it's fun, and it's exciting, but a tad scary, but not scary in a like a I want to run away thing, and a scary of a I want to go deeper and like let's do it kind of way. Write about and feel how that shows up for you in your life, and how can you embody those energies to get what you deserve and desire. And once you get it, how are you going to make sure that you continue to make sure that it fulfills your worthiness and your desires? Obviously they will change over time, but you just keep readjusting it. Like, what are you going to do with this said now healthy relationship? How are you going to water this relationship? How are you going to take care of this relationship? If it's a person that lives 5 minutes away, you can say, I can just go to their house and we can go out and we can plan events together and we can, do A, B through Z. But if it's a person that lives not close, I'll just leave it at that. Maybe, I'm gonna say not close. Whether you got to drive 5 hours or you got to fly or whatever the case may be, or it's just a social media friend or whatever it is, think about how you can nurture this relationship to make sure that it's fulfilling for you and that you get what you deserve and you desire out of life. So if you want to win the lottery, think about what you're going to do with your money, period. 2, give yourself the life that you deserve, the life that you desire and deserve currently, in order to get the physical versions of said desired and deserving life. So like I said, if you want an Audi, embody the energies of an Audi, period. 3, honestly, look into therapy. I know a lot of people have a lot of preconceived notions about therapy, and their family has ideas about therapy and what they represent. But truth be told, I think it's safe to say be a person who can establish their own opinion. Try it out. Try it out. That's all I gotta say is try one time. Therapy, you have to find a person that you like or that you get along with, but also a person that is going to be honest with you. Like, don't get someone that is your friend and is just going to tell you what you want to hear, but get someone that's going to tell you what you absolutely need to hear. Like, what you need to hear. So therapy, just once you find that person, even if you don't find that person, try it out. Like, just try it out. See what they have to say, what they have to offer, and see what insights they can provoke for you. And at least you can say, hey, I tried therapy. Maybe I just didn't have the right therapist, versus therapy is not for you. So yeah, those are my 3 tips. Embody the energy that you want. Give yourself the things that you desire in your life. Like, be that, be her, and then try therapy, because it's very enlightening. And you can do telehealth. I personally like in-person therapy because I get to physically sit down and feel this person's energy and see how well we're actually connecting versus just talking over a screen. Like, I like to be in person with people. I like to share that physical space. Like, that's just something I love to do. Like, I love to share space with people. So that's just me personally. But try it out. You can also do therapy just by texting. To each their own. Whatever works for you in your life currently and fits into your schedule. Try it out. Like I said, just be more open to life and what it has to offer. Don't close yourself off from any potential blessings that are currently here, on the way, and the ones that you can't even see have happened yet or that are happening. Because beautiful things are happening behind the scenes all the time. And what do they say? What do they say? Rejection is not... What is the saying? Rejection is just misdirection. There we go. Okay, I got it now. Rejection is just misdirection. So, I'm going to leave that here because I've definitely been talking for 21 and a half minutes. But I need to say everything that was on here. Yeah, I'm going to just go. Hey. Good, how are you? It is not. Ayana. Hey. I am. She got us down. She'll be back tomorrow though. She's in Atlanta. She's in Atlanta. Oh, yeah. I know. I'm just agreeing with you. So, yeah, it's okay. Okay, I'll tell her you called. You too. Love me a good video. I love me a good video. Love me a good video. I love me a good video. Love me a good